Hey guys, Mighty Flame here, coming back at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And we are here to do a champion guide on Septimus. Now, if you haven't seen my previous shard pull video, guys, be sure to check that one out. It's very, very exciting. But I was actually able to pull a Septimus from a 10 pull. So we're gonna finally got him geared out and level 60 and ascended. So we're gonna check him out and apply the masteries and all that sort of stuff. So let's go over his kit. So he's a Spirit Affinity, Bannerlord's Faction, and his A1 attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and resets the cooldown on this champion's Holy Sword skill if the target is killed. This is actually really, really strong. This guy hits like a truck. Absolutely insane. And we'll see that today. Holy Sword, level 1, attacks one enemy, will ignore shield and block damage buffs. Damage increases according to enemy max HP. So you think of dungeons, stage 20 dungeons, where all the enemies have higher max HP than you will have. And this thing absolutely nukes down enemies, and the spider as well. The spider's a really good one. The enemy max HP damage based on is really, really important. And of course, he's passive. Each attack has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target by one turn. Damage inflicted by each attack increases by 30% if the enemy's current HP is over 50%. So when you're thinking about using this champion, you want to make sure that he's one of your faster hard hitters. You want to make sure that this guy goes in while the enemy champions have over that 50% life. So that way he gets more damage. And as you can see, booking this champion out, you do require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. So relatively cheap considering. His aura, increase ally attack in all battles by 23%. So his base stats, 13k HP, 1600 attack, that's really, really good. Base speed of 102, that makes it really, really easy for him to be that faster attacking champion. 15% crit rate, 63% crit damage, and 30 resist. So pretty good stats overall. And we're just going to go and pull my Septimus up. Now, I was absolutely stoked when I got this guy. And as you can see here, I've geared him out with some of the stuff that I've had in my artifacts. So let's pull up his total stats here. So I've got him at 32,000 HP, 4,200 attack. Speed is 180. Crit rate is 91%. Crit damage is 237. Now, as you can see, the accuracy, I haven't done anything with the accuracy. Although he can extend debuffs, I'm fortunate enough to have a Vizier, so I won't be using this guy in Clan Boss. I have been thinking about using him in my Unkillable comp, but I do enough damage on 2 keys as it is. I have no interest in trying a 1 key Ultra Nightmare because there's just no point. Now, as you can see, I haven't applied the Masteries, and the reason behind that is because we're going to take him for a run in Spider and see what the difference is between having him with the same gear and no Masteries, and then the same gear with Masteries. So obviously it's going to add a bit more crit and crit damage, but we'll get to that later. So to go over his gear, what are we looking for? We're looking for a crit rate, we're looking for crit damage, attack, and some HP. Now, I was able to get some pretty good speed on some of the substats as well. So, as I said, you do want him to have some speed. You want him to be going faster than your normal nukers. And that's to make sure that he's the first of your attacking champions to get that Holy Sword ability off. The only matching set I've got is your speed set. Otherwise, this is a fantastic glove. 80% crit damage, 13% crit rate. I would have liked 3 more, 3 roll there, but you know, what can you do? I do have an attack percentage chest on him, and You could go HP for survivability, but I'd only switch that out in faction wars when I start getting up higher, just to allow him to survive a bit longer. Speed on the boots as well. What about the banners? So I've got him in an attack banner. If you want the debuff extension to land, you need accuracy. So if you're looking to use this guy in your clan boss, you will need an accuracy banner and accuracy substats. So if you're looking to go use him in your Ultra Nightmare comp, you want at least 200, 220 accuracy. So just make sure that you think about that when you're putting your banners on. So, and also your substats. If you are going to be using him in your clan boss scenario, then definitely make sure that you put accuracy banner on him with speed. Amulet, whether you're using him in clan boss or not, you want crit damage. You want this guy hitting as hard as possible, as often as possible. And just HP here with attack and some pretty decent substats. Now, as you can see, I haven't glyphed any of these pieces out. I do have a lot of glyphs. I'll just show you this real quick. So, as you can see, I've got quite a few glyphs I can be using. Speed is the only one, of course, that everyone sort of lacks in. But I don't think this guy needs any more boost than what he's going to get from Masteries. So I'm not going to waste any more glyphs on him just yet, unless I want to try and push his damage up even higher. So let's go see what this guy can do. Now, areas that he's going to be really, really good in is the spider. We will show him in the other dungeons. You want to be careful with your ice golem though. You don't want him activating that frigid vengeance too early before your team is set up. So just keep that in mind, guys. Dragon Slayer's good. He is positive affinity in the Fire Knight, and he can hit hard. So if you've got someone like an Allure or Sylar, Lysandra, and any of those champions that have great turn meter manipulation and stops the Fire Knight from taking a turn, and we're going to show that today. But first off, we're going to show the spider. So this is my usual team. I'm going to take out one of my Royal Guards. And we are going to... There he is. Put him in instead. Right. So I'm going to take it off auto here. So the way I've got this set up, as you can see, this Royal Guard is going to go before my Septimus. However, the ability from that Royal Guard won't take him below 50% HP. So we're going to go decrease defense and weaken. My Royal Guard is going to go. Use one takedown. As you can see, 1.3 million from that Royal Guard there. Now we're going to go in with the Holy Sword. And boom, 1.7 million. And that's without Masteries, guys. That is just with good crit damage, good attack, and high crit rate. So, absolutely fantastic damage. Let's get that out there. And of course, Sir Nick is here to make sure that my champions survive. So we're going to go boom there. And the Holy Sword should be back again. And boom. So 1.2 million. So he lost 500,000 attack or damage on his second hit because he hit after that 50% drop. And that's one thing you've got to be really, really careful about. So let's go show him in Fire Knight. And then we'll do his Masteries. And don't forget, he doesn't have any Masteries at the moment. Yeah, this should work. So obviously I've got a lure in here to manipulate the turn meter of the Fire Knight. So let's get all this out here. Oh, I should have brought Venus in actually. What's this? This one. Okay, so being a positive affinity to force, we want to make sure that, boom, 117,000 on that Errol. Absolutely fantastic. And we're just going to auto it out to the boss. But you can certainly see the sort of damage that he's putting out. 67,000 on his A1. Absolutely beast of a champion. Now the big thing about this guy is he can actually be used in arena as well. As long as you're not trying to nuke down a Rotos or anyone like that. As a arena nuking champion, he'll certainly do the job, as you can see. We'll test him out in arena as well. You might want to put HP chest on him instead of an attack chest though. And that's just to give him that survivability, so that way he can take a bit more of a hit before going down. Now with the speed that I've got him at the moment, he's not insanely fast for arena. I haven't built him out for arena. I've built him out to kill the spider and to kill the boss. Okay, so we're coming up to the boss now. We should have more than enough to... Oh, that's a bit of bad RNG there, but oh well. So Lewis should still come through. And hopefully decrease turn meter. There we go. That was a waste. So we need that increased attack. We need decreased defense and weaken on the boss. There we go. Hopefully Allure will drop his turn meter fully. Oh, that's pretty good. And his Holy Sword ability should be coming up. Here it is. Boom! 578,000. And that's without Masteries, guys. Don't forget. So we're going to do this run again, but after we apply the Masteries. And we're going to see what sort of difference Masteries actually make to your champions. We should still be good. Had a bit of bad RNG there. Oh no, he's going to come through now. Oh, no, there he is. Very good. And there we go. 492,000 to finish it off. Okay, so let's go put those Masteries on him, guys. So what sort of Masteries would you be looking to put on Septimus? Naturally, we want to be going down the offense tree, and we want to be going down that support tree. So we're going to want to take crit rate. We're going to want to take crit damage. Now we can do... Let's take that. Take that. Now we want to go down to either Helm Smasher or Flawless Execution. If you're going to be running him in Clan Boss, you want War Master. But like I said, because I don't want to use him in Clan Boss, I'm going to go down to Flawless Execution, I believe. I'm not really a big fan of Helm Smasher. Helm Smasher is okay, but the chance of it ignoring defense, I'd much rather the consistency, knowing what sort of damage he's going to be doing. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to take this one. So he's going to increase his attack by 5% when attacking with full HP. Increase the speed. Take that one. Increase the damage inflicted by 8%. We would definitely want that. That's really good for him as well. And... no. We don't want that. Okay, so we'll take that one and then we'll go down to here. And over here, what do we want? We want the accuracy. We want the evil eye. Now, he doesn't have any debuffs. He only extends debuffs that are on the champions. So what can you do? You can either take Law of Steel to increase the speed a bit, or accuracy if you've got the accuracy sets. You can take Cycle of Magic if you're not running a counter attack team. Just be mindful of that. Just you don't need Master Hexer and you don't need Sniper because he has no debuffs. He only extends the debuffs that are already there. So I'm going to. I don't think any one of these are going to be. Yeah, so I'm going to take Laura Steel in this row. And what do we got here? Yep, this one. Okay. And here, if we have dead allies, then his speed can go up by a little bit. So let's have a look at his stats now, guys. So he's been pushed up to a 182 speed. He's at 96% crit rate and 267 crit damage. A little bit more accuracy, but overall, let's see what it can do now. Bit of a boost, so we would have gained 30% crit damage, and of course that 5% crit rate. Not that he wasn't missing his crits that much, but 96 is certainly a lot better than 91. So I'm just going to leave that on auto, and this should be an auto-friendly composition. So Royal Guards should go. Royal Guards hitting for 1.2, 1.9 million damage. So he gained 200,000 damage just by adding on that extra crit damage and also those other boosts, the 5% when attacking with full HP and all those other masteries. So 1.4 million when the spider was below the 50% threshold. So you can certainly see how much of an impact those masteries do apply. So what about the Fire Knight? We'll run the Fire Knight again with the masteries. We'll just leave it on auto so it doesn't take too long. You'll be able to see the sort of damage. So he was going through, hitting for about 60 to 70k. There's 158k there. And on his A1, 75k, 93k. So he's an absolute nuke, guys. And if you make him fast, like I haven't got him insanely fast, but because he's a lot faster than a lot of your nuking champions that you usually build, he's able to cycle through to that Holy Sword ability a lot quicker, which makes things a lot easier. You're able to nuke down the targets a lot easier. 82 there, bang, see you later, 137,000. So hopefully Allure can grab hold and keep hold this time of the boss's turn meter. It's a weaken. That was unfortunate. Now if you do run him with accuracy and you've got someone like a Xavier or a Eleanor or anyone that can bust the poisons, you can actually stack those poisons up a lot more before Xavier comes in and blasts him down. 750,000, there you go. Who needs a cold heart? Just have a Septimus on your team. Yeah, but every time that he's extending these debuffs and you got someone that blows up the poisons, it's going to make it a lot quicker. So that's another option that you could use him for as well. Alrighty guys, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it showed off the nuking power and the absolute beast of champion this guy is. If you've got him and you haven't, not sure how you're going to be able to use him, definitely use him in your clan boss if you're struggling in that. Just build up his accuracy, get your speed right, and get your crit rate and crit damage up, and this guy will absolutely decimate just about anything he comes across. Alrighty guys, that concludes this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll bring you a new video very shortly. Thank you, and have a great night.